On April 6th of this year, Holy Name of Jesus Parish will commemorate the 50th anniversary of the dedication of the new church at 39th and Lawton Streets. Monsignor William Flanagan, Holy Name's pastor from 1956 through 1978, celebrated that dedication Mass on Sunday, April 5th, 1964. It was the culmination of over a decade of planning, fundraising, and construction, and it was the fulfillment of the dream of Holy Name's founding pastor, Father Richard Ryan. With the opening of the Twin Peaks Tunnel in 1917 and the extension of several streetcar lines, builders started putting up tract homes in the Sunset at a frantic pace. In response to the rapid influx of new residents, many of them of Irish descent, Father Richard Ryan, originally from Bartlemy, County Cork, founded Holy Name Parish in October of 1925. He erected a makeshift church on 38th Avenue between Irving and Judah Streets, and there he offered Mass for 14 years until a new temporary church was built at 40th and Lawton Streets in 1940. A year later, he was able to add an adjoining parish school and welcomed 304 students from kindergarten through 7th grade. By 1950, the school had reached its capacity of 900 students. Since the church could only seat 700 worshippers, Father Ryan's vision had always been to eventually build a grander church. To that end, he spearheaded a fundraising drive in 1954, hoping to raise the funds needed to retire the existing debt and provide a down payment on a new church that was estimated to cost $800,000. Father Ryan succumbed to an illness in November of 1956, so his dream was passed on to his successor, Monsignor Flanagan. The new pastor continued the fundraising effort, and together with a committee of enthusiastic parishioners, they finalized the plans for the new church in 1960. The initial design developed in the late 1950s for the new church was a traditional rectangular structure resembling many of the missions built throughout California. But by the time Archbishop McGuckin presided over the groundbreaking for the new church on September 30, 1962, the plan had changed dramatically. The final plan called for a seating capacity of 1,100 with a floor gently pitched towards the altar for better viewing and to enhance the feeling of community surrounding the altar. The church would have only 17 rows of pews forming an arc around the altar so that everyone would be close to the celebrant. The design was controversial at the time, and Archbishop McGuckin's initial reaction to it was to call it interesting. Ultimately, the plan got the green light and construction commenced. In December of 1963, only months before the completion date, the plan was revised as the Archbishop gave permission to install the main altar facing the congregation. As a result, Holy Name became one of the first churches in the U.S. to incorporate this feature. Monsignor Flanagan proudly called the church the most modern, functional church of its time. Since 1964, Holy Name Church was celebrated thousands of baptisms and weddings, has been the site of many police officer and firefighter funerals, and even hosted the ordination of priests when the new cathedral was under construction. For the 50th anniversary of Holy Name's current pastor, Father Arnold Zamora, is invited back all special guests who hold a special place in history of the new church, including the first child baptized, the first couple married, the first graduating class, and the first classes to receive the sacraments there. Priests and sisters who served Holy Name Parish are also invited back along with all members of the parish community, past and present.